I feel like building. So here are the rules. Each command needs to fill a minimum of 16 blocks. Once I do a command, all blocks placed by that command cannot be replaced. And last but not least, I have to place at least one reference to my friend Red Liam 5 in the builds. I have 3 different build subjects. Number 1, a simple house. Number 2, a lighthouse. And number 3, a Megablock build. So let's hop right into it. For the first build, which of course is the simple house, I'm thinking that we go for the classic Minecraft house, and I actually have one of these built on this world right now. So I'm thinking it's best to use that as my model and my reference image as I move forward with the build. And I'm thinking the blocks that I should use for this build are probably like oak planks, spruce logs. I'm gonna get an oak trapdoor, and you'll see why later. Spruce fences. And then I could probably use cobblestone stairs for the roof. And I guess we gotta get started. So slash fill here. And then we fill to here oak planks. And that is our first wall. Then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And this will be our front entrance. I think the best way to take care of most of this is by just making everything really, really thick. So for example, this is going to be the corner of our build. And I think you can already see this is going to be much, much, much bigger than if we were just building one block at a time. So this is going to be our front entrance, and wow, is it interesting. And I'm just going to be repeating this on all of the sides to get our main box down. Oh, no. Oh, that's that's not good. How do I fix that? Because according to the rules, I am not allowed to destroy any of these blocks or fill them with anything else, which means that we just have to have a 2-block wall. I can't fix this. Wait, this is a double problem. If we look at this, I lined it up incorrectly. Because there's supposed to be a spruce support that is in these 4 blocks. So how do I fix this? I have an idea. We need to make the mega support. Oh gosh. Okay, you know what? Let's just roll with it. So I'm thinking if we just split this sidewall up in 2, then we should be able to get a pretty good mega wall going on in like just this back area. In fact, because we are not actually breaking any blocks here, we could just add on to this back bit. And then we could do the same thing with that wall as we're about to do with this wall, and it should somewhat naturally look like the house just gets bigger at the back. Yeah, so it is still a bit uneven on that side. It kind of looks like one of the builders misplaced this thing, which actually it's kind of a stupid joke because I mean, I did misplace it. That's something that happened. I did that. But again, we're just going to have to live with it. All right, I'm going to expand this stuff all up, like just slightly so that we can get a bit more of a base going before we start working on the roof. Because I think if we were to start working on the roof right now, we would end up with a very interesting looking roof. I may have thought of something to fix this issue that we're having. Because if we were to fill from there down to here, and we specifically say replace air, then these things in here haven't been replaced, and then we can basically do the same thing on that side, and it should look even. But god dang, does that look so thick compared to these outer ones. So that should now be even. I think that looks even. Yep, that is even. And now for a floor, and I think this should be pretty easy. In fact, we could be smart about this, because if we go over here and we say smooth stone hollow, then it did not work. Okay, well, never mind. Guess we have a smooth stone floor. What I was trying to do there was I was trying to do an outline, I think. No, what was I trying to do? I wanted to make it so that it was just the outer box, and that's all it was, but I guess I don't know how to use the fill command properly. Well, before we move on to the roof, because I'm scared of roofs, I'm going to instead stall and work on this front door, and I am thinking, if we were to fill this with trapdoors, right, and we have these trapdoors here, then we could extend it underneath and have trapdoors here, and then have it look something like this. Because then it still works as a door, but at the same time, we still have them. So if we just do /fill, and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks down, and we do oak trapdoor, then it should... Yes, it worked. Oh, it didn't work. Oh no, that is an issue. Well, actually, I'm not sure if it is. Because the way that this is right now, it's almost like it's a trap if you were to try and exit without opening the trapdoors. See, it's not a mistake, it's a trap. It was totally intentional from the start, and you can't prove otherwise. So I'm thinking if I just fill this all the way up with a bit of lava, then we should get an effect where we can open the door and then close it. Then whenever anybody tries to leave, they die. And yes, I completely understand. This trap is so flawed in almost every single way. I just don't care. And here comes what we have all been waiting for and what I've been dreading, the roof. Now, I have always been absolutely terrible at roofs. In fact, my Season 2 survival world, I had a massive house with no roof. But I managed to get something that looks like a roof-ish. Like, if you saw it, you'd be like, oh yeah, that's a roof. And I even added a second floor looking box thing to make it look a bit more natural and extended the pillars at the back, which I'd honestly say ties this whole build together, which is not something that I expected, because it looks alright. So this looks interesting. I definitely think I could have done better, but at the same time, I did okay-ish, maybe? I'm not gonna bother doing the inside just because I don't think that anybody would like 50 torches on the inside of their room. I might finish this off on stream though, so if you would like to see that, then join my stream at twitch.tv/SkyWillDie. But let's move on to the next one before I have to look at this for any longer than I already have. So for this next one, I have decided I'm going to be on the lakeside as we build a lighthouse. Now for this one, I think I'm going to leave out the door because I think the addition of the door in the last one actually ended up causing me a lot of problems. So this is going to be a very straightforward lighthouse and hopefully it should look okay, I think. So let's get right into it. Okay, so I kind of like the shape that I have going so far, and I'm not sure about the white terracotta. I'm just gonna keep building and hope that everything works out in the end. But in case this doesn't work out in the end, then how about you show me your best shot? Because in the description there is a link to my Discord where you can send me all the screenshots of your attempts at this challenge, which will probably be much better than mine. So I did not mean to do that. That is a problem now, isn't it? I kind of added a corner onto this. How do I take care of this? Because the biggest problem is, I can't just fill in these corners with a fill command, because then I won't be adding on 16 blocks. So I think I might just have to deal with the fact that I just have to deal with it. I just have to deal with it. I have a corner there now. You know what? I'm just going to move on and pretend that it does not exist. Okay, so I want to have logs around this, and I think I've thought of something pretty smart for it, because if we do like oak logs, but then we have it be hollow, then it should... I forgot to replace air. I meant to say hollow replace... Oh, I can't even do hollow replace air. So that's our lighthouse. Let's move on, shall we? to the Megablock. Now, the only Megablock-like structure that I've ever made is this sword right here that I made to commemorate Technoblade. So I'm coming into this with not much experience. I guess we'll see how this turns out. So I'm thinking for this Megablock, I kind of want to just make a big hunk of stone. Today is the day that I become a stoner. So I'm thinking I literally just do 4x4 tiles of stone, polished andesite, and cobblestone in a 4x4 pattern and then line that with puff. That seems like the easiest way to go about this. Okay. I've had a really good idea, and I'm not going to tell you what it is. You're just going to have to trust me and maybe look at the things in my hotbar to figure it out. Alright, watch the time lapse. I dare you. Okay. Maybe now it's starting to click for you a little bit more. Let's keep it going. Ta-da! It is a amalgamation of andesite, diorite, and granite. Now, I will say, number one, a couple points here. Number one, there is no back. I don't plan on adding one. Number two, I may have forgotten to use waxed copper instead of regular copper. So it is going to gradually turn green. But I'm going to outro the video before then. Speaking of which, thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate it. I know that this video is very different from the type that I would normally make, so let me know if you want to watch it. So let me know if you want to see more videos like this. Also, let me know what you think of the shaders that I've added, because I quite like them. I would like to keep them, or change them around. Maybe they're a bit too harsh for you. Let me know. So don't forget to like and subscribe, all that stuff. Bye.